Chelsea have been handed the opportunity to sign highly rated Barcelona defender Pau Cubarsí in a swap deal following reports in Spain that Mauricio Pochettino pushed to sign the 16-year-old in the summer. Cubarsí is yet to make his professional debut for Barcelona but has attracted interest from the Blues. Despite interest from the Premier League, the centre-back opted to extend his stay at the new camp. His new contract reportedly includes a £13 million release clause, and Sport have claimed that Cubarsí was tempted by the project in West London. A move hasn't been ruled out in the future either, with the same reports suggesting that Chelsea would be more than willing to activate his release clause. Now, a fresh opportunity has been presented to Todd Boehly and Chelsea ahead of the January transfer window that could see them sign the defender for nothing. According to Sport, the La Liga champions are pondering the possibility of including Cubarsí as part of their attempts to sign Ian Maatsen. The Dutch defender returned from his loan spell with Burnley last season, hoping to force himself into Pochettino's side, with him turning down a late return to the Clarets in the hope of more minutes at Stamford Bridge. 2 months later, the 21-year-old has not started a single game. Reports via The Standard claimed he has rejected 2 contract offers from Chelsea, leaving Barcelona tempted by the chance to sign him for free next summer. However, a contract extension is said to have been activated to deny the chance of the Blues losing him on a free transfer in the summer. Jadon Sancho's future at Manchester United continues to look bleak. The England international has not featured under Erik ten Hag since the second game of the season after his standoff with the Red Devils boss. Teams across the footballing world have begun to circle around the 23-year-old's situation at Old Trafford since his fallout in Manchester. Sancho's time in the Premier League has, so far, been underwhelming since his blockbuster £73 million move from Borussia Dortmund in 2021. Sancho has not appeared for United since, and speculation surrounding his future has only gathered pace. Chelsea were previously credited with interest after being offered the chance to sign the winger during the summer. Now, Mauricio Pochettino faces missing out on the 23-year-old following reports that numerous European clubs are prepared to hand the winger an exit route. According to Sky Sports, clubs from Serie A, Bundesliga and Turkey's Super League are all exploring the possible ways to loan Sancho until the end of the season. It's said that a handful of teams have already held internal discussions in a bid to learn about Sancho's physical shape and financial expectations over possible winter move. A return to Dortmund had been widely reported, but it's understood that the financial details touted just make the deal unsustainable. The likelihood of Sancho returning to United's team anytime soon looks rather bleak. The winger's refusal to apologize to Ten Hag has kept him in the dark, and the former Ajax manager today, Friday, refused to get drawn into any speculation. Chelsea are reportedly interested in the possibility of signing Inter Milan centre-back Alessandro Bastoni next summer. The Blues are well-stocked in the position following the arrival of Axel Disasi and loan return of Levi Colwill. Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile are also options in Mauricio Pochettino's centre-back partnership, but the French duo have suffered with injuries this season. Thiago Silva has started all 9 Premier League games this season, joined by either Disasi or Colwill. However, the Brazilian turned 39 in September and is expected to leave the club at the end of his current contract in June. Silva's presence in the Chelsea backline has brought much success to Stamford Bridge, yet plans are expected to be drawn up to replace the experienced defender. Fortunately for Pochettino, Fofana, Badiashile, Disasi, and Colwill are all very good defenders. However, if reports from Italy are to be believed, Todd Boehly is keen to bring in another player capable of slotting in next summer. According to Calciomercato, Inter's Bastoni has attracted interest from Chelsea. It's reported that the Italian club could be willing to allow the Italy international to go for £60.9 million, despite the defender only extending his contract last summer. Bastoni has seemed destined for a move to the Premier League for some time after Antonio Conte attempted to bring him to Tottenham Hotspur. A move never materialized, and Inter's financial problems could mean he's sold at the end of the season. Chelsea aren't alone in their pursuit of Bastoni, with Manchester City also said to like the 24-year-old. Inter are said to be lining up a move for Torino defender Per Schuurs. However, the Dutch defender recently sustained an ACL injury. Time will tell whether Chelsea will dip into the transfer market next summer to replace Silva. All will depend on Fofana's recovery after being out for some time. Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino would have left Stamford Bridge on Saturday night with a feeling of disappointment after losing their 2-0 lead to draw 2-2 with Arsenal. The Blues were on the verge of a rare win against their London rivals with Cole Palmer and Mykhailo Mudryk on target. The Blues had that 2-goal lead until the 77th minute when Declan Rice capitalized on a Robert Sanchez mistake. Substitute Leandro Trossard netted the equalizer 7 minutes later to maintain the North Londoners' unbeaten start in the Premier League. Despite failing to see out the victory, the display was another step in the right direction under Mauricio Pochettino. Chelsea attacking duo Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling were involved in a minor disagreement during the Blues' 2-2 Premier League draw with Arsenal. Sterling had originally claimed the ball for the Blues penalty after William Saliba was penalized for handball. However, the England international was forced to hand the opportunity to Cole Palmer after Enzo Fernandez's say-so. Read more, why Conor Gallagher was furious after Robert Sanchez's error as Arsenal complete Chelsea comeback. Read more, what Mauricio Pochettino did at full-time in Chelsea's draw with Arsenal as boss proved right. Following the game, Sterling posted a series of images from the entertaining London derby on Instagram. He wrote, "Deserved more." We move on to the next one. Palmer, who denied Sterling the opportunity to score his first goal since the 3-0 win over Luton, replied to the post in the perfect way with a blue heart. Any concern that there was any bad feeling between the pair was quickly put to bed when Sterling posted an image on his story with Palmer tagged. Mohamed Kudus' agent, Jennifer Mindlewich, has revealed why Chelsea failed to sign her client ahead of West Ham. The 23-year-old midfielder was heavily linked to move to the Premier League in the summer following an impressive campaign with Ajax last season. Kudus featured 30 times for the Dutch Giants in the Eredivisie last season, chalking up 11 goals and 4 assists. The Ghana international's eye-catching performances reportedly attracted the attention of several top clubs, including Chelsea, Arsenal, and Paris Saint-Germain. In an interview with French publication RMC Sport, Mindlewich explained how a move to Stamford Bridge collapsed, why it was difficult for Kudus to see the Blues withdraw themselves, and the impact of Moises Caicedo's transfer from Brighton. As quoted by the Metro, the West Ham star's agent said, he, Kudus, wanted to leave. There weren't 50,000 clubs who needed a midfielder and could afford him. Obviously, we offered him his profile at PSG. Now, it's the club's choice not to move forward. All clubs have the right to decide that they go to another profile or that it is not their priority. The truth is that they were completely taken by the transfer of Moises Caicedo, which used all their energy. Then, at a contractual level, it was a big contract, but there is the other side of the coin, which is these are such long contracts because of financial fair play. But that's not the choice the player made. I think that in any case, from a sporting point of view, it would have been complicated for him. The circumstances weren't all right, but when a club like Chelsea comes, it's hard to refuse.